About 6 weeks ago, I did a review of Star Trek Discovery, Season 3, Episode 1, and I said, I'm going to try and review this whole season. We'll see how far it goes. We see how that went. I have always maintained that I am a bigger Star Trek fan than I'm a Star Wars fan. I love both those universes. Star Trek's where it's at for me. Always has been. That's my absolute favorite. Rewatch seasons of that show over and over again through about every year of my life since they came out. I love them. Star Trek Discovery is like Star Tards. I don't get it. It's a bad show. It is. I can't even bring myself to watch it. And now I understand why a lot of Star Wars fans have just checked out of Star Wars. Like, even those that are out there defending Gina, rightfully so, defending Gina Carano, I understand why they just don't watch The Mandalorian. They just don't want any Disney Star Wars products. They've checked out. It's not. It's a perversion of what it used to be. It is a projection of the creatives, and their political and their social beliefs, their extremist beliefs, and not centered around the rich lore and history of that universe. Discovery is the same thing. It is an STD. It is an infection into the Star Trek universe. It is so poorly written. It is the science fiction gobbledygook nonsense that you would get that at least made some kind of sense within the universe of Star Trek does not exist in Discovery, in Kurtzman Trek, in STD. It doesn't exist because they don't understand Star Trek. They don't care to either. Like, it's very blatant. And I don't understand why some of these, why they either get actors who may be good looking outside this show, when they, but in the show, they are ugly as dog shit. I don't get it. What is the SJW fascination with ugly ass people? What is the fascination with these ideological creatives with giving us completely unrecognizable gobbledygook nonsense characters? I don't give a damn. Look, it's not about any one of them being gay. It's not about that. It's about the extra gayness. It's about the nonsense. It's just the nonsense that's been invented in the last 10 years that they're trying to say has been oppressed for all of human history, when no one in human history has ever heard of any of these terms or types of people until the last 10 years. It's as if they invented something to be oppressed for. I don't get it. I don't get them. I look back. Right now, I'm watching DS9 over again. That's my favorite one to rewatch. Although I do rewatch all of them. At some point, I do. I rewatch all of them. But DS9 is my absolute favorite. And I'm looking at the story, the development. I'm also a fan of Babylon 5. So the parallels between those two, I recognize when Trek kind of stole some of the stories from Babylon 5. But even still, set in the Star Trek universe, it is well crafted. It's what you can make a judgment on an episode here or there. Like, every show isn't perfect. There's definitely critiques you can make on DS9. But those actors, the writers, the set designers, everyone involved in that production, those that are with us and those that aren't, they did such a great job. And they were good looking doing it. Nana Visitor is hot. Every time I watch this show, I know the show, Mike, I would make babies. Nana Visitor's gorgeous. But she goes kind of stupid on social media sometimes. Now, mind you, I don't agree with some of the stuff she says in real life, but because Deep Space Nine is so well done, because it approaches so many different types of subjects, because the story, the universe is crafted so well. I don't pay attention to that. Look, I like Robert Picardo too. I mean, the Doctor from Voyager. I think he's one of my favorite characters. I love that guy. On social media, he's a nut job. He is a destructive extremist, in my opinion. His views are awful. Horrible takes on things. I had to stop following him. I had to stop paying attention to him because of all the BS that tumbles out of his mouth. But I can still go back and watch Voyager and appreciate it for what it was and appreciate that character because it is well done within its own universe and for what it was trying to do. I know people, look, Star Trek fans, just like any other fans, you've got shows that they love and shows they can't stand, characters they can't stand, characters they adore. I understand that. Like there's a tier. There is a tier, in my opinion, of Star Trek shows, but I don't really express them too much because I love each and every one of them for different reasons. And in my mind, they're all Star Trek, from TOS all the way up to Enterprise. I enjoy all of them. When I come to Discovery, it's like ordering a steak at a restaurant and getting served a plate of shit. It is so bad. I can't bring myself to watch it. I can't bring myself to even try and like it. And there are actors on this show that I do like. I love Doug Jones. Saru is the only Star Trek thing about STD, in my opinion. Mikey Spock, that character is just utter nonsense. How do you betray the Federation? How do you be a traitor on that level and still be a part of this show? How is she always right? How does everyone need this person's approval? How is she always the answer to everything? I can't stand her. And I like Sonequa Martin-Green. I truly do. I think she's a very bubbly, beautiful person. But this show is so irritating and badly written, poorly written, piss poor. And ugly. Really take a look at that cast, right? It's like Michael Burnham's the only one that's allowed to be pretty. Well, there's that redhead too with the thing on her head. I don't even know the names of these characters because in the whole first season they didn't bother to even tell us the name of most of these characters. And they tried to work it in the second season, and still nobody knows. Nobody knows. You know, these are some butt-ass ugly characters. You can have a show full of butt-ass ugly people, but at least make it a good show. But it's not. It's not. So I can't even get over that. You know, I'm watching DS9 right now, like I said. There's some really cool episodes that have great story, and also have characters like Jadzia, in a swimsuit. Hell with that damn... Look, I got some Mexican neighbors, and they got a Chihuahua, and that never shuts up. Love them Mexican people out there. Just saying. Y'all need it. Just, come on. Chihuahuas, y'all. Come on now. In the episodes, you know, she got a swimsuit. She looks sexy. Nana Visitor looks sexy. You know, like this, they look good. Oh my God, Nana Visitor. God, I love that. Anyway, that's not the reason I'm watching it. Right? It's not the reason I'm watching it. I'm watching it because I enjoy characters like Nog, like Jake. I love the relationship between those two. And it meant something different to me back then when I was younger than it does to me now. When I'm older, as a father, you know, I'm seeing these characters who are portraying boys growing up and growing into something. Like there's a connection there as a father, as a parent. You know, Sisko is my favorite captain of all the... Look, James Tiberius Kirk is the bar, right? That's the bar to which all my Star Trek captains are set up against. And the closest captain, in my opinion, to James Tiberius Kirk is Benjamin Lafayette Sisko. Love that character. Just watch the episode where he went back home and saw his father. Forgive me, I can't remember the name of the actor, but he was also in the TOS movies. He was an admiral. I love the feeling of seeing some of these actors over again that play different characters through these shows, the consistency of these shows, the quality of those shows, they mean something to me. I love Star Trek. I can't stand Star-Tards. I can't stand Star-Tards. I can't stand this guy, STD. I can't... It is so piss poor and so shoddy and so terrible. It's a whole host of things. I've tried to look at this as just the art. But the art itself is a platform to espouse stuff that I don't believe in. real world gobbledygook just invented in the last few years that I just don't believe in. And not only do I not believe in it, I believe it is harmful. You're not even presenting any of these debates. I don't even think it's a debate, but you're not even discussing any of this weird types of gay that you SJWs love in a way that I can debate it philosophically. Maybe really immerse myself in a story where you give me some weird they them thing and do it in a way like TNG did. Like TNG already covered a genderless species. I was able to get into that story because of the characters, the character development. I can't do that in STD. Star Trek Discovery is utter garbage. It's just complete destructive garbage. And it is geared toward young, radicalized people who don't know their effing pronouns on Twitter and social media, toward people who have mental illnesses that they need to see doctors for, real doctors, real psychiatrists, not psychiatrists and mental health professionals that took gender studies in college. Not them. They're whack jobs. They're pressing ideology. I'm talking about actual people who designed to help you with your mental state. I'm not one of those people. So this show is not for me. And I'm also sick of the blatant racism in this show. Every dude, and sexism, every dude is inept. Every damn dude in this show is inept. And God forbid you have a white dude in there who's competent. I am sick of the blatant racism and sexism of the show. That's not what Star Trek is. That's not Gene Roddenberry's vision. Gene Roddenberry's vision is based on the merits of your character. Not what you look like. Not who you pray to. Not who you sleep with. It's about who you are as an individual, what you contribute to the betterment of humanity, and in Star Trek's case, the betterment of society at large, the galactic community. It's about respecting different opinions, different types of governments, different perspectives, and that's not what this is about. It's about Mikey Spock. It's about making sure she's always right, even when she's dead wrong. It's about treating her like the hero when she is not. She is the villain of the show. I don't understand. I just F this show. So, I'm sorry, guys. I failed once again. I tried to cover a program and I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I don't even want to talk about STD. I don't even want to talk about it. I am so heartbroken, so distraught, so destroyed that something I have loved, a brand that I have loved my entire life, has been transformed into whatever crap this is, to preach down to me, to push beliefs and ideologies that I believe are destructive to our society, without even presenting a competent argument as to why they are doing this within a story format, in a neutral way that would allow me to maybe have some sympathy or empathy for the characters involved. And have me really go over something on a philosophical level. It doesn't exist in this show. I can't do it. I'm checked out. I can't do it. I couldn't make it through the second season. I'm not making it through this one. I just don't care. There are other people out there that are much better, that have much more stamina and endurance to deal with this shite. Please check out Gary Nerdrotic. Check out Heels versus Babyface. Wes Moody talks about old school Star Trek. Go to Wes Moody Webcast, link in the description below. He really, I love his channel because he really gets into, what Star Trek was. I just can't do it. Thank you guys for listening to me rant. Those of you that still remained, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do shows, TR4 on Tuesday at 6:30, Rogue Entertainment at 7 p.m. on Saturday. I really appreciate everyone that's been supporting the channel, everyone that comes to the live streams. Everyone has the right to their opinion. If you're a person who enjoys Discovery, please explain to me in the description. Please explain to me in the comments why. No hate. No hate. I honestly want to know what your opinion is. If you're someone who's like on the fence with it, let me know. I do appreciate varying opinions. Maybe you're catching something I'm not seeing. But for me, and as far as this show, I feel like I'm just catching an STD every time I watch it. I can't. And then I gotta wash that off vigorously with some Orville cream. Hail to Orville, the Star Trek that we didn't get, but that we deserved. So take care, guys. The Fandom Menace Volume 2 is still in demand for the next 2 weeks. And once it is over, it is over. Once the campaign is over, it is done. I am done with the Fandom Menace volumes for a good bit. Put this book out because I think it's a story that needs to be told. I think there are things here that need to be said. I want to stand with my brothers and sisters that actually got me up on YouTube doing the thing that I do. And all of you who have been in the chats where your Fandom Menace historian was born. Thank you very much for watching this video. Be good to each other. Peace.
The main thing is to protect these characters. Make sure that they still continue to live in the way that you created them. And that the universe of Star Wars continues to grow.
By 2018, far-left extremists in Hollywood had been perverting long-established, profitable science fiction properties as platforms to espouse divisive social propaganda. The vision of these creatives was to repurpose established franchises in the hopes of indoctrinating viewers into the bigoted groupthink of the American far-left ideology. Insanely wealthy producers and adult pretenders set to shame any fan who would not capitulate to their false narratives of virtue, using long-established weight in the legacy media to drive online hate mobs to attack any who dared speak against the woke narrative. Yet there were those who would not kneel before this oligarchy of money, media, and extremism. Those who had known the truth. Fandom is for everyone. The Fandom Menace Volume 2 covers the events of the year 2018 as a group of independent creators rose up together, inspiring the Star Wars fandom to speak out against the flagrant misuse of a property that was not meant to inspire division, but hope. Volume 2 will cover the voices who spoke out against cancel culture, such as the Gospel According to Mark with a C.
Thank God for Star Wars fans. If only Rian Johnson had said the same thing.
Mecha Random 42.
Star Trek, to me, is a hopeful, optimistic view of the future.
With chapters written by Stephanie Janicek, Smuggler's Cantina.
They're not answering any questions that the real fans want to know.
Jesse Milestone of Mindless Entertainment.
And I'm going to warn you right now, this here thing you're about to watch is probably going to involve a lot of yelling and a decent amount of swearing.
Itchy Baka of Disney Star Wars is dumb.
But this doesn't explain why, after Disney's acquisition of Star Wars, George would attend the premieres of The Force Awakens, Rogue One, The Last Jedi, and Solo.
And the Overlord himself, Dictor Van Doomcock.
Greetings, my friends. Our pop culture is under assault by corporations who would rather destroy our cultural heritage than build respectfully upon it.
This is an historical documentation of a group of people in the late 2000 teens who would not bow to the very worst in humanity, seeking to separate us along political lines while using our beloved modern mythologies to do so. They did not kneel. Will you? The Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion.